Hello, I am Charles Starkey, the CEO of Community Heroes, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to start a nonprofit organization. Now, I'm still new to this myself, so I'm going to basically um, tell you the story of how I got my organization started and still, um, building it up. So, one of the first things you want to make sure you do is you got to have a desire first and foremost before you even do anything else. Make sure you have a desire to want to do the task of having your own nonprofit. And this is because, as with anything, um, you will have to put in a lot of work. And uh, with the nonprofit, since you will probably be the main person doing a lot of the legwork initially, you're gonna have to have that desire to want to keep pushing and pushing, especially when you don't see no kind of movement happening. Um, and you just at the beginning is a lot as well. A lot of these nonprofits burn out because um, when individuals start to see the work that's required, sometimes it becomes overwhelming. And first of all, just like I said, just make sure you have that desire. And you will know if you have that desire because it will be something that will constantly pull on you, telling you to keep going, you know. So you got to have that. So now, when you got that desire, you got a good, drive going. So what is it now you want to do? What is your nonprofit? So do you want to provide a service to people? Do you want to do something that causes people to take action? Like advocacy? Do you want to minister? These are some of the questions that you need to find out. So, in my situation, I knew I wanted to provide a service. Um, I looked at, I wanted to do something I knew to help my community. I didn't know what initially, but I knew that was what I wanted to do. So, after months of trying to figure it out, and just going to church, and while I'm in church, I remember just praying to God and saying, God, just tell me exactly what I need to do. And then once I got that, and I could take it away, like I was in school or something. Just tell me what you want me to write. I can take it from there. Uh, so, so I remember at first, my original plan started out, I wanted to do mentoring, and I wanted to get a couple of guys, and my business was going to originally be called Mentored Minds. And I had the idea, I had the name, and what happened was I learned that, if you're going to do something, you need to make sure your name is not taken. So I started doing Google searches, and, lo and behold, I started seeing other businesses coming up with the particular name I wanted, and uh, then I went to, when you get ready, you have to go to the Secretary of State website, and that's when you go in and you can, put a name of different businesses and see are they real or not. So and you put in, they got a search engine page, and you type the name of a business or potential business and see has it already been created, and it had already been created. So that name was out the window. Couldn't use that name. This here in Wayne County, or not Wayne, what North Carolina. So um, I had to. Now I was back. I was kind of scrolling like, what could I use? And I'm thinking, and I think what hit me was I just started thinking of heroes. You know, after a while, just there was a point where a lot of superhero movies were coming out, and they had the Spider-Man universe, and then for some reason in my life we were going to Firehouse Subs a lot, and their little thing was the heroes with the firefighters being heroes, and a lot of things was going on at that time that was hero based, and I realized, you know what, heroes don't always wear capes and they don't always have to be in the limelight. I said heroes could, be school teachers, your mom, your dad, the man that just pumped the gas for you, they didn't know you from, you know, the next person on the street, but, he pumped the gas to tell you to have a blessed day. You know, that we have heroes walking all amongst us that sometimes we don't realize. So I was like, I want to do something to kind of highlight, the unsung heroes. So that's kind of how the whole point of community heroes came about because we wanted to work within the community and on out. Um, and then so I said, I had that part down. I said, okay, we got a name back and we never want a mentor. But then my other thing was like, okay, I need to do more than that. I need a special, what's called a niche, which separates me from some of the other companies or businesses that may offer what I offer. So I said, well, what can I do best? And what I do best is mentor. I I can research and explain things pretty well, and I can basically, inspire. So, uh, and those are the three key points that make up our mission to mentor, educate, and transform. So that's how I came up with those parts of the mission and put it into something that I felt like I could provide to the community, raising awareness for at-risk special needs population through various means of seminars, community events, PowerPoints, video presentation, so forth like that. Eventually, we'll probably write articles and things like that down the road just to raise awareness. Uh, the transformation part, provide courses that explain the importance of changing the mindset to have positive outcomes, things like that. And, the mentoring aspect. Research shows that um, individuals who have mentors are twice as likely to, go on to higher education and get degrees compared to one individual who doesn't receive any kind of mentorship in the program. So that's how I got my concept. So once I had that, I went to the like I said state of Secretary of State website, and I saw it wasn't registered. So what you do from there, you would go in and you would get um, what's called you would go ahead and get what's called articles of incorporation on the website, and it's pretty simple. They have an actual step by step guideline on that page to show you how to register for a nonprofit. So you would get that, and I think it's like $60 to register. So you get it, and then after a while you get a paper saying that you've been registered. The Secretary of State will sign it, and you can put that in, and then it will tell you within that certain. They ask you questions of your calendar year. You're gonna need a board of directors for your nonprofit, and the importance of your board of directors is they will be your new boss. So even though you created this business and you're considered the chief executive officer slash founder, the state says we need to have someone that will regulate you in this matter to make sure that all funds that you receive in the business at hand will be done accordingly. So the board is there to help propel the business, but also make sure that everything that's supposed to be done is done accordingly also. So, and with your board, it, it's very important that you get people that you know will stay in it for the long run and understand that it's not going to probably happen overnight, but it got to have your same desire. So, me personally, I have 7 board members, and At first it was touch and go because, as you know, right now we're in this phase with the pandemic, and then later on everyone works, so it's kind of tough. But we're still together, and I think I have an excellent board that's willing to work with me and let me kind of, just let me go and kind of run the business as the administrator, and I just keep them informed through our monthly meetings. But you will need your board because whenever you want to become tax exempt, which is what most individuals strive for, so you can apply for grants, and you will need a board of directors whenever you send in your paperwork for what is called your 1023 EZ. That's the form to become 501c3 tax exempt. So you get that from the IRS website. So you get that, you can fill that in, and it's not that tough to do that either. I did that on my own, and that's another thing. I want anyone looking at this. They have programs out there that can show you how to run a nonprofit. You can go to school for it. Me personally, I don't. I've taken a certification course, and due to the pandemic, I had to go and finish up a little bit later. But in the middle, it gave me a lot of the things I need, but a lot of the stuff I learned on my own. I went online. There's so much valuable information online that you can get. When I got in my certification course, I had a board of directors handbook already done. I had my bylaws already done. Um, and side note, bylaws are rules and regulations that your board members will need to understand how the business will be ran. So if you're Googling, type in examples of board of directors. I'm sorry, type in bylaws for nonprofit organizations, and you'll see a variety of those things. Um, but yeah, a lot of these things I already had in place. So that was another thing. And so after you get done all that paperwork, that's really the main paperwork you need. So from after that, the next couple of things you just need to do is just make sure that your goals that you set for your business that you're meeting them. Do not be afraid to reach out to other people in the community. That's another thing that was with me because you got this awesome idea and you don't want nobody to steal it. And sometimes you get paranoid. Like you can't share that information because scared somebody might take it from you. But the reality is, no business has been successful solely on its own. You will have to open up and find some people that you trust, um, and let them help you. And that way, you can propel your business and make it a part, make it maybe a unsaid partnership. Get someone to maybe come in and volunteer for your business or sponsor or provide some services and let them know that you truly appreciate their assistance. And if you can return the favor, you would be more than willing to do so. Things like that can be done. So, like I said, that's my short story of how Community Heroes has started, how we've grown, and as your business goes, you'll get some other ideas. But one thing you always want to know or remember is all your ideas need to be, um, they need to have the purpose of pushing your mission and your vision, which is the two main things in your mission and your vision. Because your mission is telling people what you stand for, and your vision is telling people where you plan on going and where you see yourself at. So hopefully you got something from this video. Again, check our website out, www.communityheroes.net. Um, Also, if you just want to get more maybe tips or anything like that, please email me. Um, my email is testarkie at communityheroes.net. As always, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the next video.